I've been making music since I was very young. The inception of Rolling Oaks was inspired by a book I read by David Byrne, where he talked about how one of the Talking Heads records was recorded through running cables out of their windows in their apartment down to the street where there was a recording truck with a tape machine in it outside. I sort of was sitting there thinking okay, so modern recording equipment is smaller, more portable than ever, but yet this type of business has totally disappeared. Definitely Jimmy Page and Eddie Kramer, Led Zeppelin albums were big inspirations on the decision to make the mobile unit. When the Levee Breaks, that drum sample that everybody loves, or not really sample, but the drum sound, that was recorded from a microphone up on a banister in this huge house. And kind of the idea of recording music in the home of the musician, that really inspired me to make Rolling Oaks, which is, a mobile recording studio to bring recording into artists' homes in New York and also record live music at venues as it's happening in front of fans. Also, the Rolling Stones had their rolling studio as well, which was an inspiration as well. It hit me to just invest in some really good microphone preamps, some really good microphones. I have the software, I have the knowledge of how to use it, so I can bring this to people just using my regular sedan at this point. All of the gear fits right into a normal car as opposed to even a truck. It'll start with talking to the band just about what they want. This is before I even bring anything to them. We just have a meeting and talk about how they want their record to come out, maybe tell me bands that they like. Set up the session at home so that when I go there, all I have to do is plug everything in and then start the program and we're good to go. Figure out where we're going, pick a destination, bring all the stuff to the destination, and then plug everything in, which takes a while to set up. We'll get the band where they're comfortable to play, do some mic checks, record everything in. That could take hours, obviously. The recording is the longest part. It is all dependent on the band. We let them get comfortable, let them get in their groove. Then we'll take all the files back. Everything is recorded there and on site. So I'll spend another good 2 or 3 days just working on the mixes of songs, adding effects, changing the volumes, and making sure that the song is flowing consistently from point A to point B. At that point, when the mix is done, we'll export it into mastering software, master it as well, and then send it to the band for them to distribute how they want. So I think we've been in business for about 6 months now. So it's relatively new. And I've recorded a heavy metal band. I've recorded some screamo stuff. We've recorded around 12 clients at this point. I don't think it's really an entirely new concept, but I think it's an under-advertised concept, and especially to emerging musicians. So I forgot who it actually was, but I was watching an interview on YouTube with a pro engineer, and he was talking about how he goes on tour with certain pop acts, and he will go into their hotel rooms and put up blankets on all the walls as soundproofing, and then he'll record them right in their hotel rooms after or before their shows when they're super far from home. And it just showed me, I think, that what I was exploring is it is already accepted practice, and it has the potential to get professional sound. And really, with audio, we're going for the sound. So if we can find a way to make it work, which I'm confident in my abilities as an engineer, that I can find the problems that can occur when recording audio in any space, and I can reduce those problems and make a great product out of it. And that's where we come in. It's kind of bringing it to New York, where I think a lot of musicians are aspiring very highly to get into expensive studios, and we're giving them an opportunity to get great sound right in their homes when they otherwise wouldn't have access to that equipment.
Gotta do some local stuff.